Laboratory.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You already know what time it is, man. It is me, PLA to the motherfucking Zizzle. And yeah, we started off real quick, man. Shout out my dog S. Dot and Johnny John John. They couldn't make it, but we got the fam Esther in the building. That's even better, man. What it do, Esther? Yeah, we gonna miss them, man. But you know what I'm saying. Shout out to y'all. We'll talk to y'all later. But we got
gotta hold it down.
We got some very, 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 very important people in the lab. Damn. You know, it's crazy because I know both of these people separately. And when, you know, I was thinking one day, I'm like, it'll be super dope if I had them two talk to each other because they both outstanding. First of all, I'm gonna give it up for my dog Will Roundtree in the building. What it do, Will?
Man, look, I put this on my vision board in 2024.
Ooh.
But 2025, of course.
So
vision board.
When somebody say vision board, you know. You know what I'm saying? Will, man, thank you for being here, man. Absolutely. We appreciate it. And Esther, I'm gonna go ahead and let you introduce the fam.
I get the pleasure of
really
introducing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hold on, stop the music. Hold on, give her a. Uh-oh. Let me give her a little pressure.
Chelsea, go yellow. Chelsea, go yellow. Miss Digital Marketer herself.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You did an amazing job, friend. Thank you.
You like that introduction?
I mean, you know, I'm not going to complain. It could have been a lot worse. This is Esther we're talking about.
Yeah, this is going to be good. Oh, man.
Nice.
Okay, hold on. Redeem yourself, Esther. Clear your throat real quick.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Introducing
Mrs. Chelsea. There we go. Bing, 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 bing. Yeah, that probably was officially the longest introduction that we've ever done on the laboratory.
Well, you said made it special.
Records already.
You said make it special.
It was special, and you know what? I'm gonna make this special because I'm gonna do a shot since I'm here with my dog Will. I'm jumping right into it because this actually
What a segue.
This whole show I'll probably just be oozing and sucking in all pause. The information though, you know, have the pause ever hit you in mid like, whoa, hold on.
Hey, when you pause yourself,
You know it was serious.
Yeah, you can't even use the word ooze no more if you a dude.
Not followed by.
Ooze was cool with turtles and shit back in the day. Fuck it, man. Fuck y'all. Hand me that, man. We're gonna do some of this 1942. Will, you gonna do one with me real quick?
come on, bro.
I know y'all got some water over there, right, Esther? No.
Actually, our juice
a
is
fun
waiting.
fact for the ladies. Though.
Okay.
Here's a fun fact for them, Plaz.
Yeah.
Plaz and I are both from Milwaukee.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Hey.
Can we get an introduction for that, Esther?
Congratulations.
Hold on, start the introduction over. Let's get it. Esther, come on, let's go.
Wait.
Ladies and gentlemen,
In the building. Straight from Milwaukee.
Hey, we made it.
fuck all y'all, we made it. That's what's up, man. It's great to be here with y'all, man. So yeah, let's get into it, man. So Will, full-time CEO, man, entrepreneur, been killing it everywhere, bro. Since the last time I talked to you, we talked about a lot of good information.
Definitely.
What you got for him this time, brother?
Man, here's what's so interesting.
Yeah.
Because of the state of the economy, motherfuckers panicking right now.
Okay.
Like a lot of people don't know like what's going to happen because a lot of people got spoiled with the pandemic money. So you got a lot of people who've been hitting me up and scrambling. But here's what I've been telling people. When you think about the way a depression is set up, a depression typically lasts about 10 months.
Okay.
Most people don't know that we're in a depression to the tail end of it. So I think that we're actually probably like right in the middle. And a lot of people, what I'm saying is that you can't panic. You just got to learn how to stabilize your situation. So I've been working with a lot of people, just helping them to focus on stabilizing, because one of the biggest things, especially with the middle class, they've been forced out of their ownership of homes and different things that they own. And I'm telling people, don't sell your shit.
Yeah.
We just got to figure out, okay, how do we get through? And a lot of it is probably going to start with group economics. When I go and look at all of the other ethnicities, man, they living together.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, now we got to act like we talking to somebody who don't know nothing.
All right.
So what is the term group economics?
Group economics is where, let's say, all of us pull our money and resources together and we go out and buy a house.
So, like, if we all put 5 on the stack, and
Yeah, so we want to go buy some.
we all
We
can
want to
smoke
go buy
it together
a pound
as
or
a group.
whatever. Yeah.
All right, so there you go. I'm trying to help y'all out. Okay, got it. All right, there you go. There you go, Will. I got you.
So yeah, so it's really just about stabilizing, man, and that's the thing, because most people often say most people aren't depressed, they broke. And so I'm just trying to say, look, let's figure out why you're in that situation. And a lot of people are there because they overspend. The average person, they don't know how much money they make. A lot of people don't know the difference between gross and net income.
Yeah.
A lot of people think investing is to generate income. But when you look up the definition of investing, it's to expand with the possibilities of making a profit. Investing is about profit, and then you compound your profits, and hopefully it turns into income. People invest with the hopes that it's gonna make them rich, and that's what's fucked a lot of people up, man. So I just really been helping people from a mindset standpoint to look at the real reality, because the last thing I'll share, and I'll let you pass it on, I think so many people during the pandemic got a false sense of reality, and they're going back to what their life really used to look like.
Oh, when the pandemic, when they had
Before the
money.
pandemic,
Yeah.
they're going back to what their real life used to look like.
Okay,
and that's
gotcha.
scaring the shit out of them, because they were used to being up.
They got a taste.
Bro, they got to drive most people got to drive their dream car.
Yeah.
They got to take the flights.
Yeah.
Bro, dudes got to sleep with their dream girls.
Vegas was $13
You know
a
what I'm saying?
motherfucking
It's like-
night.
Like people got to do things that they used to dream about, and now it's going back to reality of how they really used to live, and it's really messing with them mentally.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a deep way to think about it, man. That's because you almost can't fault them, because, you know, when you get a taste of something, you feel like that's what you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have the mindset to know, I need to capitalize off of this at this time. Damn. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. So in a situation right now, I want to ask both of y'all, because y'all both help a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel when you giving the game to people, but you can clearly see they're not even internalizing what you telling them, or else they would be using the information a lot better? Does that, do it piss you off, or do you just keep on going?
You want to answer that first, Chelsea, or you want me to?
It's frustrating. It's extremely frustrating, but I've learned to kind of detach a little bit and kind of separate the two, me personally, because at one point it was very, as someone who considers themselves a mentor and someone who's been there and had the right, didn't start off with the right mindset, but realized quickly that I do have to adapt this mindset if I'm going to ever change my situation. So because I know what it takes to get it done, it is extremely frustrating when I see somebody who wants it so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to retire. All these major heavy things, and then I'm like, okay, and then it's like a flop.
Yeah.
That makes me lose respect so fast. So I've had to learn that, damn, I can't just not be out here, looking differently at people, but it will make me look differently at you if I figure that out about you. So I just kind of stay in my own little bubble now, because at one point it was very it's hard not to judge, hard not to look at you different when you're saying you need something so bad and I'm laying it out for you.
Right.
So you really want me to do it. You really have a thought, you're entitled.
Yeah.
And you think that this is sweet. You think that this is something that we could just package it up, give it to you. I can't give you a successful entrepreneurship journey. That has to be something that comes from within you. And if you don't got it, you don't got it.
Damn, you just gotta, when you give them the information, you just gotta take the information and use it.
Execute. Execution is key,
How y'all deal with siblings? Do y'all? I got siblings. I don't know. It just came up to me. I just thought about it. not even brother and sister, but just family. Do you get a lot of family that want you to, like you say, almost do it for them?
Yeah, I've had big blowouts for stuff like that. Like, you're really gonna charge her?
Right.
Of course, absolutely, because I want her to succeed, not because I need her money.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's just principle. Like, it's cost me over $100,000 in investments and working with the right people, going to the right seminars to get here. So me just giving you a done for you situation, and that doesn't even make sense.
They won't even know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just gonna be asking you for it again. But I ain't mean to get in y'all family business and shit. But
what I did, I just created positions for them.
Okay.
So it's like, look, if you want it, you can come work for it.
Yeah.
You know, and because that'll really show me if they want it.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing that I learned, man. Money don't ever solve people's problem. And so a person can come to me, whether it's a relative. First of all, let me say, I've never had a relative who I borrowed money that paid me back.
Oh, hell no. Shit.
So once I learned that, man, I started to learn that money doesn't solve people's problems.
Yeah.
It's their habits. And so I'm like, look, we got to change that first. Hey, come and work with me. And as many times as I've been back to Milwaukee and done events, man, I can count on one hand over the past 10 years how many relatives have actually come to one of my events or volunteered to work with me or done any form of, service for me to be able to pour back into them. Because like I've got nothing for free. I told people, man, I've lost everything multiple times. I've been homeless twice. I've been sued civilly, going through a lawsuit now with the city of Milwaukee. So it's like, why would I stop everything I'm doing to pour into somebody who probably isn't going to appreciate it?
Yeah.
So you can come work for this shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
That's what's up. That's what's up. So Chelsea, we didn't even really get into it. So can you let the people know who watching for the first time, who's seeing you, what it is you actually do? Like, so say if I hit you up and I wanted to get some service from you, you know, how could you help me?
So I help people basically get rich for just being themselves, monetizing their lives, their lifestyle, their wisdom, their knowledge, their experiences. I teach people how to figure out what they're passionate about and create a whole brand around it, and then create digital products that they can offer to their audience. So just literally teaching you how to package up the best aspects of you, what makes you most uniquely you, and how you can help and serve your community best. Create a business around that through digital products, which is 100% profit. You create it one time and you can sell it over and over and over. So it's a somewhat passive income business model that's fully operated on social media using automations and systems. And it's what allows busy moms like us, you know, juggling it all to be able to make a full-time income, support ourselves, and, you know, help others in the process.
Damn. You know what? Before I ask you any more questions, can you get them glasses for me? I gotta look like you right now. You looking a little too fresh over there. Let me get my shades on. Let me get on your level real quick, player. All right, now I'm on your level.
There you go, I like it.
So before you was doing this, what was you doing before this? Like, what was your career?
So before I got into entrepreneurship, I was a makeup artist. I was a celebrity makeup artist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And my first dip into entrepreneurship, I was in e-commerce. Drop shipping specifically. And then I loved drop shipping so much. It played such a huge role in my life. It changed my life drastically. So naturally I wanted to help teach other people what I had done, you know, how to get started with drop shipping. And then I realized that, oh, that makes me a digital marketer to now teach something to someone else. So I never saw myself as a teacher, never thought I would be doing this, you know. I was just someone who's never been a hater or a gatekeeper. I was a makeup artist before this, so I was always a girl's girl, like, oh, try this new foundation. Oh, girl, that look good. Oh, let me. So naturally, when I came into some learning how to make some money for myself, I was like, ooh, who can I help with this? I try to put all my girls on, my family, you know, everybody. And then eventually you're like, wait, whoa. Now you're making money now, like, oh, you got your whole boutique going. Okay, I'm really teaching people how to do this. I need a charge.
Y'all do a lot of social media between the both of y'all.
Yeah, it's so full-time.
How important is that social media?
It's really your walking billboard. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's gonna promote you like you. You know, honestly, I hate this shit.
Okay, yeah, it's a lot of work too.
Well, not only it's a lot of work, I'm not a social media dude. Like I don't. It's like I can't just walk down the street and be like, "Hey guys, I'm eating some croissants today."
Right.
Like that's not like I'm so just laid back.
Opposite of that, yeah.
Yeah, but I know that that's a part of the process.
Yes.
And I think, and I'm pretty sure Chelsea will agree with this. That's what's so hard for people because they only want to do what they want to do, but what they want to do doesn't get them the end result. And to be successful in any business endeavor, you have to be willing to do whatever is going to drive the result. Yes. And most of the time it's something that you do not want to do, and it's very uncomfortable. And so even I tell my team, y'all push me to do the shit that I don't want to do. Yeah. Because it's tough, but because content is such the new currency now. Yeah. The only way people will, because it's like out of sight, out of mind. Like if I don't post for a week, the next nigga coming up who stole my flow is gonna be the person who get their attention. Yeah. So it's like,
so you gotta stay.
You have to stay on top of it.
Damn. So what's a good amount of posts per day, y'all would say?
I like to keep it around, my average is like 5, sometimes 6.
Damn.
I used to do a lot, and then I realized it being like the excessive visibility wasn't working in my favor. And it doesn't really make sense either when you're a busy brand or you're a busy entrepreneur or you're living your life, I should say. Once you get to a certain level, now the perception is, you're successful, you're living your life, you're a single mom. Like, girl, why are you in our faces 24/7? Give it a break, go live your life, But then on the other hand, it is a full-time business. The more the better. The more you're pumping content out into the algorithm, the more visibility you have. But sometimes like exclusivity, it makes them wonder a little bit like, wait, you living now? You're not so pressed, you know? So it used to be 7 to 10 times. I used to post every hour, on the hour, overnight. I was a beast with it, but then I just really fell back a little bit. Now we average like 5 to 7 maybe.
Is the lives important as well, to mix some lives in there?
Really, that's a huge factor.
Really?
That's late in 2025. I feel like that's the highest conversions are definitely coming from live interactions more than anything. Yeah,
because plus it gives your audience an opportunity to actually touch you and communicate with you and ask questions and different things, because everything can't be translated or articulated in a photo, or in a short, or so that live. And I think in lives they get a chance to actually see our personalities too. You know what I'm saying? Of course, depending on the topic and different things of that nature. So no, the lives is important, which again, sometimes it's like, and I'm not sure if Chelsea goes through this, you like, damn, I'm talking about the same thing. Yeah. But you'd be surprised that that's what people want to hear. Like, I found myself talking about what I want to talk about. And then I would do a survey and poll my database in my book. And they'd be like, no, we want to know this. And it would be the most simplistic or the basic thing. So people really want to just know the basics, not because I think of, whether I think they just want to know the basics because that's what people need to keep them going. Because you'd be surprised how many people have to constantly start over, and they're in this looping cycle of just trying to get off first base.
Damn.
Yeah, so you deal a lot of that with people, man.
You know what?
Starting is the hardest step.
Oh, starting is the hard. That's pretty much with everything, huh? Like, the gym, you know what I'm saying? Once you start, you be good. Will, I'm going to give you a chance to ask Chelsea some questions, because I know both of you guys, you know what I'm saying? You may have something you want to ask her, or, vice versa. You guys are two masterminds. Definitely. And I would just love to hear y'all talk for a minute. I hate to put you on the set, on the spot.
I actually interviewed.
No, but that's why I'm saying I can throw it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Journalism pose on. So how you doing, Chelsea?
Hi.
So here's a real question, because I've worked with people from all over, and I've always said personally, I think women are the best entrepreneurs by nature because of their nurturing factor that they have. Yeah. Do you feel that being a woman, as an entrepreneur and a woman, that is giving you an advantage in your industry?
I think it helps me relate to my audience. My audience is women. So I don't know if like my femininity or my nurturing ways is what makes people feel drawn to work with me. Maybe it is. The feedback I've gotten is more, I think, of the opposite. I think my masculine energy is what makes the women who work with me want to work with me. I don't think it is the hand holding and the support, yeah, but my foot is on your neck too,
right.
And they know that. So maybe if I was in a different industry, like male dominated industry, you know, then it would be more using my femininity or sexual energy, feminine energy. But I don't really use that, leverage that
right.
side of me, which is the more natural side of me. But with business and what I do with women, I think it's more so just empowerment and just
right.
being a girl's girl and letting them know, like, listen, I was in your shoes. Like,
right.
I know how it is. I know you waiting on that man in a, you know, a knight in shining armor, but like, let's go, you know? So.
Right. No, I'll tell you why I think it helps you. One, because like you say, I do believe that you having that masculine side helps, primarily because people have to be told what to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like take a personal trainer. If I was a personal trainer and I have a client come in and I say, okay, we're going to do, you know, curls today. If I'm saying just pick up the barbell, they may not pick it up, or they're going to halfway do it. But I got to say, pick up the barbell, lift your arms,
let's go. Yeah.
Straighten your back. Like you have to
Mm-hmm.
kind of give people that instruction. And I think that's what helps you, because one, people like to be led, or they have to be. And then, like you say, when it comes to women, I think they just galvanize a lot easier when it comes to business, because that's almost kind of like a way for them to connect.
Bond and connect.
Yeah. And I see that a lot in being in this industry for over 20 years.
Yeah, I love it. Don't you?
Of course.
It's a beautiful thing.
Of course.
It's awesome.
No, I agree.
Like,
I definitely agree.
I love it. Women are bossing up at a rate like never before, and it's like we're able to take care of ourselves, our families, contribute to our households, you know, help our husbands achieve their goals. It's just a beautiful thing to me overall, honestly.
So now, another question. How do you handle, because obviously being in business, you're obviously going to come across men who feel that, hey, I could put you on or take you to the next height. How do you separate the two from being able to say, hey, this is strictly, is that a dialogue you have with them up front? Is it
right
on a journey?
I feel like it's a requirement in order for me to take you seriously and like want to even be with you, build with you, grow with you. You have to have something to bring to the table, and that means improving my life in some way. And that's the way I would ideally hope. Like, put me on game, teach me something, inspire me to do something, or let's create something together, something.
Okay.
But that's what bringing something to the table is for me, like taking me to my next level.
So,
I'm already comfortable, good. I've crossed off all my little boxes, but my man, like, I'm trying to cross off a whole new set of blocks. You know?
Right.
So I actually have a question for everybody. And it actually piggybacks off that question. All right, so we're all business. We have a high business acumen. Everybody here, we're all entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
You know, regardless of, you know, your status right now, if you were in the dating world, could you date another entrepreneur?
Damn.
Yes, I could. I would. That's
No. I feel like it's
only way.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be
The only way. A 9 to 5,
not necessarily the only,
not.
but
It depends on what type of entrepreneur you are, what field you in.
See, I think for men it's different.
Yeah, for me, I think it depends on what you're
Why
doing.
is it different?
Shit, because it is.
How could you be with a 9 to 5 woman if you have all
It doesn't
the
necessarily.
flexibility?
I don't even think it's necessarily a 9 to 5er.
Yeah.
I think it's just. At least I'll speak for me.
Yeah, go ahead.
What are the categories?
Right.
There's entrepreneur.
Well, I'm not even categorizing. I mean, somebody who is also trying to go out there and generate business in the same capacity as I am. When I get home, I don't want to be in competition. I want to just turn it off. And I think a lot of the times, if it's two entrepreneurs, you're bringing that home. And
Depending
so
on what.
Yeah, that's why.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now, if you're doing the same field, maybe that's a little different.
Yeah.
And also
Entrepreneur.
where you are in your your journey too. Are you a starter?
Exactly.
Year 1
That
through
makes a
3
big
of
difference.
entrepreneurship? Because then, we don't really have. It is hustle bustle when you get home. I'm trying to hear what you do today.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I did. How could we do this together? But year 5, 7, 10, I'm like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Like, that's leave work at work. At this point, we have systems. We have a team. It's different from year 1. Now it's passive. It should be created in a way so we can sit back and enjoy the fruits of our labor now. So that's why I say entrepreneurship is the only way, because what other industry really has the flexibility to take a trip?
That's what I was going to say. Now when it comes to time, you know what I'm saying, and being able to control your situation a little better, then I think entrepreneurs going to probably.
But it would have to be. Because the other person would have to take off from work and,
miss out on money.
Exactly.
I agree.
And even then, you can come home from a 9 to 5 and still bring that work home. Doctors are never really off like that. So it's like.
Yeah. That was a good question, Will.
Thank you, man.
You almost got us in trouble, but we was all good till you asked that question.
Hey, but we got a clickbait title.
So, Chelsea, anything you want to ask Will while you here?
No pressure.
Yeah.
Well, I think I was first introduced to you by a mutual friend of ours, right?
Yes.
Wayne.
Yep.
And he just told me how you were just a super awesome guy that I had to get to know. And then lifed, and I think we had one conversation and then got super busy.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy to be here with you, and what a coincidence that this worked out the way that it did. I'm happy we can
absolutely. I think it was supposed to
learn
happen.
from each other. I could definitely learn from you now that I know more about what you do. I see you got these 2 books that just dropped.
Yeah.
I really have 3. But
Hey, well, why'd you only bring us 2?
Look,
the other one sold out. So.
That's my dog. That's my dog. Any problem goes with him. That's my dog.
we gonna do is
I like that, Will. I like that. So, Will, I just saw you on Nick Cannon's show. I saw you on Angela Yee's show. I seen you on so many podcasts, man. You just moving around doing your thing, bro. What's the book about? Is it something that you promoting in the book now, or is what's making you do all these shows and stuff now?
For one, because I like staying active.
Okay.
If I'm sitting too long, I lose my damn mind, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I
got probably about 5 more minutes. Huh? No.
So the first book, Credit is King, which is really, always say, like a manual to teach and give people the basics on credit. I actually wrote this in 2016, and it sold over 50,000 copies. I mean, this information in here has actually been licensed by a couple different, organizations, some banks, some fintech companies. And then Full-Time CEO, the shit they don't tell you, is a book about entrepreneurship, but I talk about all of the unglamorized shit. Lose friends, lose sleep, lose money. I talk about how I've been sued, how I've been homeless, but despite all of that, I never stopped. And on my entire 20-year journey, man, I've never borrowed $1 from another human being. I've never had to sleep on a woman's couch. Like, I've done all of this from the mud.
Hold on, let's hold on.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You know what?
for real.
And kudos to you for that, for not leveraging a woman to create your success. Because
Yeah, no, I've done it all. And then the third book that's currently sold out was a book that I did with a combination of 15 other authors. And the main author is Mr. Joe Foster, the founder of Reebok.
Okay.
And so it's just a book about a bunch of us business owners and entrepreneurs. The book title is How to Survive and Thrive.
Okay.
And it's just us telling our story about how we deal with adversity. Because the thing, and I talked about this a little earlier, people think money solve your problems. No, they just get fucking bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a
and
fact.
And I often talk about how do you deal with conflict? How do you deal with people? How do you deal with upset? How do you deal with, losing money? Because I tell people all the time, and I just shared this on the show the other day. Like, I had a deal I did in 2023, 50,000 I lost. But it's like, how do you deal with that? You can't soak in that. Then I just look at, okay, what did I learn from that loss? How do I navigate differently? And so me just kind of going on this, I guess would be called a media run.
Yeah.
It's just me telling my story, because first of all, being from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, you don't see a lot of us make it out the city.
Facts.
Secondly, I've been on this journey for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, I started as an entrepreneur in 2003. And then thirdly, you know, my parent company, We Management Service, it'll be 10 years this month.
Okay.
So you don't, you know, just being able to hit a lot of those milestones, we don't see a lot of us. And I don't hoop, I don't rap, I don't sing.
Damn.
Like, I'm not in the entertainment industry. And so really just me wanting to get my story in front of a lot of people and just be that inspiration for a lot of people who don't have those, you know, talents. Some of us really just, you know, have an idea and we need to be able to figure out how can I translate that and make money from my passion.
Yeah, you blew past something. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit. Two things you said. One, I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Definitely.
The second thing you said is you work with the owner of Reebok
Yeah.
from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. God is good.
Man, all the time.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I'm excited, man. I'm happy y'all here, man. I got a question for y'all before I let y'all get out of here. This is random as fuck. When the last time y'all been to the mall?
Girl could use a shopping spree if that's what you're asking.
Hey, that's a good one.
Are we offering a shopping spree?
That was a good one. You got me on that one.
It's been a while.
Yo,
Little minute.
my daughter asked me to take her to the mall. She said, "Dad, they know I don't like doing this shit." But she said, "Just me and you, Dad. I want to spend some time with you." I'm like,
Super
"Damn."
right.
All right, fuck. So I'm like, all right, where we going? She's like, I want to go to fashion show. So we go to the mall, bro. Soon as you walk in, motherfuckers trying to grab you. Hey, can you come over here and tie these shoes? Let me wipe your shoes off. Let me get it. Hey, come over here, man, real quick. Hey, look. Hey, let me see.
Right now.
I was like, no.
No way. In fashion show now?
Yeah, I haven't been to the mall in a minute like that,
Yeah.
you know.
These vendors gotta eat. You know their traffic is slowed down.
Maybe, you know
Yeah,
what, Cho?
I'm sure.
Maybe you should go to them and show them how to package that up and do that
Just do a
digitally.
little more.
Ooh.
We could do that together.
I mean,
They need
here
to.
we go.
I'm looking forward to seeing some business from you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We're already gonna be meeting. Like we gotta talk about real estate.
Oh, man.
all of this.
Lots of
we're trying to
conversations
create
to have.
Yeah.
A whole what you
Club.
call it?
Ecosystem.
No, not. I mean, we have
Yes.
so many things, but I was talking about our tiny home development.
Oh, yes.
Like
We are
everything
trying
that
to
you
do
were
that.
saying was so in alignment with everything that we've been talking about, creating this whole compound.
Right. We've been in our minds
let's put
doing
it-
all of this.
Well,
Tiny home
Plaz,
compound.
you heard this, right?
I did.
So if they
Listen,
keep
put
me
it
on
in the
red,
Yeah.
we're gonna rewind this.
Because they kept you on red, huh?
No, we figured it out.
I got receipts.
I actually left her. on
Esther
red.
always got
Look, he probably went and checked too, just to be sure. Just to be sure.
Esther be keeping them receipts too.
You gotta watch. Listen.
Yes, I do.
She said December 5th. I'm like, damn.
I said, damn. I said, Will say hit you up. She said, hold on, let me
Let me go check.
Okay.
Immediately when he said that too.
That's
Yeah,
what's
we
up.
definitely have to have a meeting soon, though, for real. Well, we got to.
Anytime, definitely.
I know it's gonna be some great things that come out of that meeting. Hey guys, don't forget about your boy over here.
Oh, you were included.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You are included.
Our first,
Yes, yes.
$5 million play. We're gonna take
Hey,
that
speaking
trip to
into
Hawaii.
existence.
Started out.
Let's get it. We documenting that right now, April
Right
10th,
now.
2005. You feel me?
205.
That's really what we need. We need our camera crew. That's really what's just gonna.
Oh, it's very important to have a camera crew.
It is.
That's
We
exactly
do too
what
many
it is
things
that we
because
do.
everything
Yeah.
we're saying is one. We say this every day. We're like-
Literally.
'cause here's the thing: when you first start your business, you're so thirsty, you're so excited, you want to document everything. It's like a show for you. You can't even believe you doing this. So
Right.
it's like natural for you to document it. And then 7-8 years in, it's corny and weird. It's
No,
be
facts.
Yeah.
pressed.
Real
And
talk.
where you are, the people you're working with, the owner of Reebok, you can't whip. I mean,
Right,
what I look like? We're at dinner and I'm like, oh,
right. Putting the light and shit on.
all right, right.
Motherfuckers kill me with a whole light.
The whole pull out the whole full Nintendo one too.
See, that's why you bring somebody
That's
It's
what
To
more
do it. That's what we're
incognito.
saying. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
So
That's
why
what
I
we're
bring
saying.
my team with me. So.
Yeah, shout out to
Absolutely.
Shooter over
Shout out
there.
to the Shooter.
I see you, brother. Hey, what's his name? What's his name?
You got
Eddie.
anybody,
Eddie.
any other, send them our way. We need to
Right,
connect with
exactly.
some of your people.
Shout out Eddie. It's a million fucking Eddies, but shout out Eddie.
million
He know who we talking about.
This one.
From Vegas.
Eddie from Vegas. All right, before we get out of here, Chelsea, anything you want to say to your fans right now that you probably want, you know what I'm saying, want to directly say to them?
Thank you for having me, first of all.
Oh,
I know
for sure.
This was very unexpected. And Esther, thank you for inviting me. Yes. And Will, thank you for your amazing questions.
Absolutely.
To anybody listening to this, I hope you feel motivated and inspired to do something great this year. You know, push yourself to pass your limits. Try to, exceed anything that you've done in the past. It's you versus you, and the sky's the limit with AI technology.
Ooh.
Okay, let's talk about it for point.
Yeah, let's just touch on that. I don't want to. What do y'all think about AI right now?
It's everything.
You gotta
It's
use it.
changing the game out here. It's making it possible for all of us to get it. There's really no excuses anymore. Like, if I told y'all what I do, there's nothing I don't incorporate AI in some degree, in business and even in personals in so many ways. So definitely, if you're uneducated, get educated. There's free programs, there's YouTube, there's things that you can learn, and it's so worth it. Like, it's so worth it.
Will, what you think about AI?
Man, so this couple of days ago, I went to the NAB convention.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie and I. And the technology that I saw there, nobody should have an excuse to be poor.
Damn.
Because here's something that I really believe. I think that it is more money out here than we can even imagine that's available. But I think what happens is that we're fear-mongered into staying into poverty, into a scarcity mentality. And so when I'm seeing, like, there's a company called, I think it was So Create, where you can upload a script of, like, let's say a storyline of whether it's your product, services, and it will utilize AI to create still shot movie Hollywood production visuals to show your story.
Wow.
So whether it's for writing books, writing scripts, writing shorts for your content.
Yeah.
And when they told me how much it cost, I'm like, it, like, literally having like a full-time studio team for a content creator, it may cost you $5,000 to $7,000.
Yeah.
He said it was $150 a month. I mean, a year.
Wow.
So it's
you
just like,
cutting all
it's
that.
really no excuse for people to
Wow.
get
Well, which one
creative
is
that?
and putting information out there in
the link.
content.
Yeah.
And when I read that, Netflix is spending billions of dollars on content,
Yeah.
it just opens up so many opportunities for people to be able to go out there and make something.
Yeah.
And get their ideas out, man.
Yeah, make something besides the motherfucking doll pictures I've been seeing and the motherfucking cartoon characters. I'm over it. Y'all had y'all
Did you make
fun. No,
Me neither.
I'm not following the trend.
Yeah, I don't follow.
I don't follow
Trump.
Trump.
Picture.
You did one?
What are you talking
You know everybody look like Simpson characters and shit right now.
No, I didn't do
And
it.
then now everybody got like a Mattel, like they like a doll with three items on the
yeah.
side.
Yeah, I don't-
Yeah,
No,
no.
when I go to the
I didn't do
airport,
any of that.
you notice it's always two escalators. Everybody's always on the right. I go to the left.
Right, I'm with you,
So
bro.
I ain't doing what everybody else.
Is it a Milwaukee thing?
It might be.
I said I ain't doing that
it's not,
shit.
because I do the same thing. Everybody go to that one that's directly in front or like
Yeah.
closest to the blue tram.
Yeah.
I like to go
You just
to
go
the
right on the
furthest
left.
one away.
I go to the
I know, and you come up like, "What's up, dumbasses?" I know exactly what y'all talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Okay. And you want to hit this real quick? You know what I'm saying? There you go. Pass that shit. Esther, anything you want to talk about? It's first of all, I'm always happy to see you. It's always good to see you, fam, and just kick it and
Glad to
talk
be
to you.
here.
So happy that you here.
Yes, I'm happy to be here.
What's going on with you, fam?
Man, life.
Yeah.
Life, momming.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it. Healing my body.
yeah.
And because all of the little things got into a car accident, so just rehabbing my spine, and that's been going well. So that's pretty much all I've been doing.
Good. I'm glad
Basically,
you're doing.
raising some
Taking it
children.
easy, being
I actually got a question for Esther.
Hit her with it.
Okay.
Oh, look, I'm going to answer that. Go ahead. My bad.
So Esther,
Yes, sir. sir.
So you chef, right? You
Yes, sir.
prepare meals and you do things. How important is meal prepping for people who work out, and not necessarily getting meal prep meals, but
Right.
having meals from a macro standpoint? Because I know the wealth journey is very comparable to the health journey. It takes the same amount of discipline, the same amount of, you're going to go through the same ebbs and flows. It's a bunch of bad information out
process.
there.
Yeah.
So how important is meals and nutrition on a weight loss journey for people?
Yeah, I think it's very, very important, especially number one, you have to, again, figure out what direction you're trying to go into. What are you trying to achieve? Establish that, and then do the research yourself. It's okay to get the information or get advice from people, but do the research yourself, figure out what's good for you. Because I could tell you a bunch of things that work for me, and I will. However, you also have to figure out the balance for yourself. We're two different individuals. So I can give you some roundabout information, but actually doing it is going to be up to you. You could pay me to do your meal prep and I'll gladly do it for you. But if you want to be able to know exactly what is in your food, what it takes to actually do it, then you have to do it for yourself. It is discipline. It is consistency, because in the moment that you don't have something that's readily available, something that is healthy for you, you're going to revert. Because it's like, oh, okay, well, dang, I ate my last one. I'm going to just shoot over here to Wendy's real quick. It's close.
Damn.
Late.
Ugh,
You know what
I ain't ate
mean?
no Wendy's in a long ass time.
It'd be like that.
Hell no,
yes.
fast food is terrible.
Hey,
Oh,
question.
especially now.
Oh,
Speaking
So
of
many
Wendy's,
things that's in there.
I have a question for everybody. Who in here has ate Arby's in 3 years?
definitely not me.
No.
Man, when I hear somebody
I've
that eat
never Arby's
Arby's,
person.
He a serial killer. If a nigga went to
All
Arby's-
those meats.
people who eat Arby's, they're in the
All
same
the-
category of somebody who could ride in a car with the seatbelt chime going off.
Oh, damn.
Serial
You can do
killers.
that?
Chelsea.
He's like,
I didn't even hear
Oh,
it.
hell
come
no.
on, Jeff. Oh,
Hey, I'm sending an invoice for Arby's.
come on, let's take her introduction back now. No.
I don't eat Arby's though.
She like, fuck that bell. The music stopping every
Yes.
7 seconds and shit.
My music don't
It's
stop.
going
though.
off.
No, it don't stop.
Hey.
Oh, you got yours turned off. She
can just
disabled
ignore
it.
It just
no.
doesn't do anything.
No.
Oh, she pulled the fuse
Yeah,
out.
she-
Maybe they did it at the dealership. I don't know.
It broke. It said, fuck it, she ain't gonna do
Right.
it.
It burnt out.
The battery died.
That's funny as hell, man.
That's what
Oh, man.
Pilot.
the pilot wasn't lit.
Okay, sorry guys. Bad joke.
All right.
Funny now.
We're going to get up out of here, man. First off, I want to say shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
sir.
Check us out at implaz.com. Get some of the new merch. We got the old shows. We got the new shows. We got the Lab Blaster giveaway coming up. All kind of stuff. Just make sure y'all hit up that website, implaz.com. Shout out to everybody, man. Esther, much love. Man, my dog,
Bye,
Will.
guys.
Appreciate you, family.
Anytime, bro.
All
You
day
already
long.
know.
Tessa, thank you for
for having
coming, man.
me.
It's the Lab. Let's go.
Sir.